Hola! It is March 5th, day 5 of our 30 days of self-care challenge. And I know I said, I think it was yesterday, I said I don't like calling it a challenge. Maybe it was the day before. I realized um, that it's okay. It's okay that it's a challenge. Um, and I've been reading the Ikigai, uh, which is a really good book about finding your purpose in life and living a long life and stuff like that. Um, you guys should check it out. I'll link it below if you guys want to read it or even just watch a video about it. I'll link both of those below. But I have been reading that and it was talking about you wanting things to be challenging in your life so that you don't lose interest in them. It's something that's like just outside of your comfort zone that you can work towards to achieve, and this is definitely a challenge. Like day 5 of, it's not only of self-care, it's being consistent, like being consistent with showing up for myself, being consistent with holding myself accountable, being consistent with editing and posting content for 30 days. And it's been a lot so far. It's been great though. I actually been enjoying myself. So today, it is late once again, unfortunately. But today we are going to plan a getaway. Now, the things on the list, it doesn't necessarily specify that it has to all be done in like one sitting. So I figure I could at least get started on planning my getaway today. And if I need to, I can just finish it tomorrow, because why not give myself that kind of flexibility? So what I'm going to do is commit to, let's say, 15 minutes of planning a getaway trip. And I decided that I'm going to actually do, we're going to go to Kauai, Hawaii. Why? Because I do want to go there at some point. I haven't actually done any research or anything looking into this trip, but I know that this is a destination that for some reason it popped into my head, and I actually wrote it in one of my when I was writing out one of my visions. I wrote that out as a place that I would be going to visit. So what we're gonna do is actually plan that trip, or at least start to plan that trip. So yeah, let's get started. So what I'm gonna do first, we already have the destination. So the destination is Kauai, Hawaii. And we're gonna take a look at it. First of all, it's 13 hours from where I am. So that's a start. So now I know how long either I'll have to take a flight, or it's possible that there will be a layover of some sort. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to look at flights because I am in the beginning phases of this trip. And the things that are important to me is I want to make sure that I'm staying somewhere that is quality, that is comfortable, and that is luxurious. Because I feel like if I'm going 13 hours away, I would like to stay somewhere that is luxurious, or at least to my standards. I typically am uncomfortable with I'm uncomfortable with sleeping in other people's beds. I'll be getting the heebie-jeebies if I'm being completely honest. So I want to make sure I'm staying somewhere that is comfortable, that has good reviews. But also food is also another thing that's important for me. It is very important for me. My top 2 things are comfort and food. Comfort, cleanliness, and food are like my top 3 things when I'm looking for places. And now I am actually plant-based and gluten-free. So I have to make sure they have food that actually accommodates me. So what I'm gonna start by doing is looking up gluten-free or plant-based. Yeah, we'll do gluten-free resorts. Kauai, Hawaii. So we're going to see if there's a gluten-free resort, and if there's not, we're going to see if there's some sort of like gluten-free option surrounding the place. But this is where I like to start now, just because it'd be hard finding gluten-free places when you're traveling. So I like to make sure I have stuff ahead of time, and to just make sure if I do stay somewhere that I can be accommodated while I'm there. That's important to me. All right, so we're gonna look at some hotels. I will say it's easier to find plant-based resorts than it is gluten-free resorts, so I might actually go back and just look for plant-based resorts and then see if they have gluten-free options, because I know that a lot of times I can tweak my meals to be gluten-free when necessary. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I also want to have like authentic Hawaiian food while I'm there. I don't just want to have like regular United States like burgers and stuff that I can get while I'm here. Hi Nova, what's up? My brother's dog decided to come back downstairs. All right, we're gonna go back. We're gonna look for plant-based resorts and make it easier for ourselves. And I don't know, I'm very thorough when I look for this stuff. So like I be trying to do a deep dive for real. Okay, this one says plant-based. Are there any others? All right, that was the first one I saw, so that's what I'm going to click on. This one says plant-based, and it's more than likely that they have plant-based options. All right, and I see a couple good reviews. They're 4.6 star rating. I'm going to do a deep dive later, but for the sake of me just planning the getaway, since I'm just planning, let me just plan. And for the sake of the video, I'm not going to go as hard as I usually do with the reviews and the photos and all of that stuff, because normally I wouldn't be picking the first resort that I see. But let's just have fun with this. So we found a plant-based resort. I'm thinking too much, y'all. I'm thinking too much. Sorry, I have a screen lock. All right, we found a plant-based resort. Kauai Resort is what it's called. All right, let's look at the rooms. If I'm just planning a getaway, I'm planning it's just gonna be me and Damani. We going on a trip. So let's see. Deluxe Ocean View Guest Suite. Oh, this nice. Okay. I see y'all with the marbling in the bathroom. That looks nice. That looks nice. Okay. They have the guest rooms, which I wouldn't need, but it is a nice option because that means more space typically. Ooh, Ocean Suites. They have ocean view suites. So let me see what their suite looks like. All right, this is pretty spacious. Regular suite. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna just start a note. And call it Kauai, if I can remember how to spell it. Trip. So So we're going to get the location. What I like to do is I like to just kind of put the link for the place in there. Hold on. So we're going to put the link in there, and we're going to look at the menu before I confirm, because like I said, the food is very important to me. Let's do an overview of the food. Private dining experience. Create memories with the Lux private dining experience. That's cool. Ooh, 6-course menu. All right. Oh, they also have room service, which is nice. Nice to know. Weekly cocktail specials. Alright, so what we're gonna look at the first restaurant, Red Salt Restaurant, and see what they have. We're gonna see if they have any plant-based options, and see if they have any gluten-free options. Oh, they do have gluten-free. Check them out. All right. They got everything labeled. I like that. Oh, they got French toast and stuff. All right, so the one thing that I do notice, oh, they have, okay, for breakfast meats, they do have a plant-based burger patty that you can have. They also have gluten-free toast. So never mind what I said I noticed. They got tea. Hopefully they have decaf tea and herbal tea. They have oat milk and almond milk. All right, I think I can work with this. So this is their breakfast menu. So let me see if they have a lunch menu. Okay, they got dinner. They have gluten-free ribs, which I would love to have, but I don't eat meat anymore, so I'm gonna have to pass on that. Alright, so now I'm seeing a lot more gluten-free options and not very many plant-based options. So let's see if I keep going. They have a vegetarian menu. Oh, they have cauliflower steak, so that's an option, but that might get a little boring. Okay, that got heirloom tomato salad, rice and vegetables, and cauliflower steak. All three of those are vegan and gluten-free. It looks like we can make do with this place. So we're gonna go ahead and say yes to this place. And I also want to check the, oh, they have a sushi bar. All right, yeah, let me go back, and I'm also going to check the poolside bar, because if we want to get a snack or something while we're out there, I just like to make sure I have options, if I'm being honest. Okay, this menu is tiny. Okay, pool bites. Snacks. They have flatbread that you can get with a cauliflower crust. but it doesn't look like you can get vegan cheese. But they do have plant-based burgers poolside. And they have buckwheat soba noodles. But I don't think that is a gluten-free meal. Their pool bar menu is actually a lot bigger than I expected, so. But not very many options. But either way, for the sake of this, we're going to add this. We're going to keep them on the list. So they have options. Let me actually go back. And last but not least, let me check this room service menu. I see gluten-free, gluten-free, gluten-free. This actually looks like the same menu from the restaurant, so I think we'll actually be fine. It might be slightly different. Now, usually when I plan my trips, like I said, I'm a lot more thorough. So this would be like my first once over, and I would just stack a list of different resorts and stuff that I would want to go to. And then I would do that again. But I'm gonna, actually, we're gonna look at the activities next. Like, let's see what we can do while we're there, because I don't necessarily want to be sitting around bored while I'm there. Okay, the menu's at the bottom now. So they have a spa, which is cool. Ooh, they got a lot of different types of massages and stuff. All right, so what we're gonna do while we're there, we are gonna get the, oh, what's the Lomi massage? We're gonna get the Hawaiian Lomi massage. All right, so we know where we're staying. We know they have food for us. I'm gonna get that massage. Oh, they have a couples experience. Hold on. Let's see what this info. Signature. They got two different ones. Okay, one is inside and then one is oceanside. I think I would want to do I don't know. Oceanside might be nice. Let's try something new. We're gonna do. I'm gonna put both of these massages on here because I might want to get one by myself one day. That autocorrect. Okay. And I know I said I was just going to do 15 minutes, but I'm past the 15-minute mark. I'm going to give me a facial. I just got to figure out which one. Alright, let's go all out. We're going to do the Honua Experience Facial. So we're going to have a spa day. Let me do that. I just gotta organize this. Can't be out here having this thing look crazy. All right. What else we want to do? All right, we're going to stop on the spa stuff for right now. What other activities do they have? Gatherings. Specials. Stay. Resort amenities. That's what I need to see. And then we'll go to explore. Tesla experience. With just a few easy steps, create an account to reserve a Tesla. That's cool. The pool. So they have a pool. Yoga and fitness studio. The spa, which we saw. Red Salt restaurant. Sushi bar. Water sports. Do we want to do water sports? I don't know. I feel like maybe. I feel like Damani would want to do some water sports. Oh, they got art nights and stuff. Hold up. Alright, so we're gonna go to art night. So Tesla experience. Oh, they have helicopter tours. So we're gonna do a helicopter tour. Actually, I don't know, cause you know the whole Kobe thing. I'ma stay away from the I don't know. We're gonna put it on here tentatively. ATV tours. I love me a good ATV. I'm actually having fun doing this. I was definitely supposed to only be doing 15 minutes, but we about to plan this trip. So we got our stay, we got our food. We ain't set no budget, so we just doing stuff because we just planning the getaway that we want. So that means we're gonna do all the things. Catamaran tours. What is that? I feel like I've heard of that, but I don't know what it is. From early morning excursions to sunset expeditions and everything in between. Catamaran tours allow you to see the island beauty from 1,000 different angles. What does that mean? I gotta Google that. I'm not gonna put that on the list because I just don't know what it is for real. Zip lining, of course. Of course. What's next? Kayaking? I don't know. Oh, well, it says you can go at your own pace. So let's put a little kayaking on here. Oh, they have horseback riding. They got a lot of stuff at this resort. So we're gonna do horseback riding. And then we're also I'm gonna add the water. What did it say? Water sports on here, just in case. We're gonna put a maybe next to that, and we're gonna put a maybe next to the helicopter tour, and we're gonna put a maybe next to the kayaking. Because all of this stuff is tentative. So I do like to have a mixture of things to do and also relaxation. So I don't want to necessarily have a schedule where I definitely am tied down to doing a bunch of things, because I want to be able to relax as well. So I put some maybe things on here. And depending on, all right, we got the location. Let's set the time frame. So so we're gonna go for 1 week. Time of year, we're gonna double check and see what the best time of year to go is. I'm gonna see if they have it on the website, because sometimes they do. Sometimes they actually have the best time of year to go on the website. for another guest. There's rooms, installations. Okay, so I'm gonna head over to Google because best time of year to visit Kauai. Okay, so the best time of year to visit Kauai is during the off-peak season. So that's between September and December, or between April and June. Okay, so we're gonna go in October. Okay, and this thing says the best time to go is between August and October. We're gonna go in October, and April to June is consistent, but this one says May is generally considered one of the best times of year to go to Kauai, as the month falls in a sweet spot between high seasons for tourism. We'll read that later. What's the rainy season? November to March is rainy season. It's dry from April to October and wet or rainy from November to March, with December and January experiencing the most rainfall. Alright, so let's say we go in October. Actually, let's say we go in May, because it said May was the best time of year. Things to do, because I also don't just want to be at the resort the whole time. In Kauai in May. Kauai in May. Let's see what they got for us. Spring activity. So a guided hike and waterfall swim. That might be cool. A garden guided group walking tour. That looks cool. Likely to sell out. Tour had exceptional knowledge of the plants and events that led up to the gardens being planted. The history was great. Very interesting. Also, he made sure that we were all comfortable throughout the tour by not going too fast or allowing some to catch up after taking many pictures. Okay, so this garden dates back to the 1800s. That's interesting. So then there's another garden and there's a self-guided tour. There's a lot of tours here. Adventures. Buffet dinner. That's what I'm looking for. Kauai buffet dinner with open bar and luau. I don't know. Okay, let me go back. Because I want to know what the locals are doing in Kauai in May. I want to hang out with them. So let's see. How do I find? So maybe I shouldn't do May because it has the highest. It has high season of tourism. Let's look at this Reddit post. All right, what should they do? Take a helicopter tour. Let's go to TripAdvisor. Alright, so on our to-do list is going to be figure out what the locals are doing and what they are eating and go there. I think that's the best things to do. So we'll probably just explore Kauai. Lidgate Farms, Kauai chocolate. 5th generation. That might be nice. There's a beach park, a botanical gardens. So clearly there's a lot of things for us to do. So what I'll do is I'm just going to add to the list for us to pick a day to explore Kauai and just kind of go out and explore the island versus me tacking on a bunch of extra stuff for us to do. I'll do that. And that will be fun. So we'll do a spa day where we could just relax. We'll have a day where we can do some of this other stuff. Or it might be like spread out across a few days. But also we'll just have some time where we just chill out. And I'm thinking we're either going to go in May or maybe we will go between, when they say August and September. What did they say? September to, what did they say? I don't even remember what they said. Let me go back. Okay, September to December, August and October. So maybe we'll go like around September. So either May or September, we're gonna go there for a week. We know they got food for us at this resort. We got some activities for us to do. And this is, like I said, this is me lightly planning. And I'm gonna check out the reviews. So on Google, it did say it was a 4.6 stars. And what I normally would do, going back to the resort, I would look at the reviews and we can type in bugs. We're going to check for that first. Nothing popped up. We're going to go with most recent. We're going to check beds because I would like to have comfortable beds. Okay, the only area for improvement would be the beds. Our beds and others I've heard making similar comments was a bit lumpy and maybe should have been retired a few years ago. The bed was also super uncomfortable. Huge bed with a massive shower, comfy bed, a mini fridge. So everybody's gonna have a variety of different experiences. So what we're gonna do is I wonder if I could do this from my phone. All right, usually I'll look at the 3-star reviews so that I can get a real overview of what people think. So 5-star, usually they had an amazing time and they just thought everything was great. 2-star, 1-star, one thing might have went bad and they just chalked it up to the whole trip being terrible. 3 stars are usually the most honest. They're not like too impressed. They're not like too underwhelmed. They're just like, okay, this was decent, or this was great, but this wasn't. So we found a 3-star review right here. The hotel and some of the services, especially the beach rental services, were really good, but most of the prices were sky high. The food and drinks were okay, but it felt like we were being gouged. Most services were inconsistent. That is something to be aware of. Alright, I'm seeing a bunch of 5 stars. I see a 1-star. I'm going to skip over that. I usually go back and read the lower reviews as well, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna just mainly stick to the 3-star reviews. If I can find another one. So I'm not finding another one. I just want to find one more. Just one more. All right, I found another one. They gave them 3 stars and they didn't even write anything. So let me find one that actually has something to say. We're gonna keep going till we get a 3-star. All right, I'm not seeing another 3-star. It's a lot of it's mostly 5 stars, and then I see 2 stars and 1 stars. Okay, here we got another 3. I went to take surfing lessons. I didn't like the sandbags that they had, acting as temporary steps leading to the beach. All right, that doesn't really talk much about the resort itself, but it does talk about one of the services. The one right underneath it says there's no safe access to Poipu Beach despite the hotel advertising same. It's a precarious sandbag staircase into rocks and crashing waves. The restaurant has no gluten-free options. See, this is why I'm reading the 3-star reviews. The restaurant has no gluten-free options. This is from 6 months ago. The towels we received from housekeeping had holes in it, and he kind of just goes on and on and on from there. So I would take that into consideration when making my list, and then I would decide from there if I'm keeping this trip or if I'm not keeping this trip or this resort. Some things are deal breakers for people. Some things are not. Like I said, I get the heebie-jeebies when I'm sleeping in other people's houses, beds, apartments, Airbnbs, hotels, all of that stuff. And I just want to make sure I'm as comfortable as possible. So with that being said, this is our trip, guys. Without the reviews, like, we're just planning a trip. We're planning a getaway. So our trip is full of activities, possible activities that we may or may not do. It's gonna be a week. It might wind up being 2 weeks. And we're gonna go either in May or we're gonna go in September, because those are the best times, around the best times to go to Kauai, Hawaii. And we're gonna enjoy ourselves. And according to the menu on the website, they do have gluten-free food. So maybe they updated since that review came in. Maybe that review was a while ago and then they updated their stuff to actually include gluten-free options, or to label them at least as gluten-free. So this is our Kauai trip, guys. I actually enjoyed this. It was a good use of just imagination, almost kind of like daydreaming. And I want to do this again. I think I'm going to do this again, probably. I might do this once a month. Just literally just plan a random trip. No budget, nothing holding me back. Literally just plan a trip. So I'm actually excited about this. And like I said, I definitely want to do this again. This was actually really fun. And just looking at the possibilities, I felt like I put myself into there. So yeah, I'll let y'all know when I'll do the next one. But this was for me. This was for me. Oh yeah, gotta do my yay list before I go. So, all right. I don't know why I have to. And I actually write the date on these just because I like to be able to look back and see, like, when did I write this? Yeah, when did these things happen? That's what I like. And this is actually really, really sloppy. But it's legible, so that's fine. I still love the yay list. It is so great. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I'm writing it and smiling. It's really great to just reflect on the positive things and not only think about just like what went wrong today or what didn't go my way. And it helps or to just remember that there's more to life than the things that made me upset. So yeah, I would say the yay list as of now is my number one self-care thing that I've done so far. I love it, and I think it's possibly because it's that I'm supposed to do it every night. But either way, I still love it. So all right. Thank you guys so much for joining me again for another day of self-care. Like I said, this is day 5, and I'm actually proud of myself for showing up for 5 days in a row for me. And I hope you guys are doing the same, whether you are just joining me on this journey or you are joining me in the future, or you've been on this journey with me the whole time. I definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I hope that you are taking care of yourself and loving yourself as well. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And the checklist is actually linked below. So make sure you guys grab the checklist so that you can do this. You can start it whenever you want to, but it is a free 30-day checklist that I created myself on day 1 of this self-care journey. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.